Lights on. It's blinking. Looks like it's working. Does your hair look good?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a part sticking out. There we go. There's now we're handsome boy. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to continue with our theme that we did last time, how we read the article about the hip-hop mother. Remember? Did you like that article?
Yeah. Mother of hip hop.
Yeah. Do you remember anything about that article?
Not much.
Why was she the mother of hip-hop?
The way she changed it. The events that happened in her career changed hip hop.
Do you remember any of the events?
Not really.
I remember she was 14 and recorded her first song. Remember that? What didn't she like start a record company with her husband? What did they do that was so amazing?
They did different things. They did decent music. They did music. And they recorded and stuff. More things.
Okay. But you said it was a pretty good article? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this article is called School of Hip Hop.
Okay.
But before we start talking about that, so sometimes when you read, you find that it's difficult to understand what you're reading, depending on the level. Yeah. Sometimes. So if it's a really, really hard article, I find sometimes it's hard for me to read, and I have to make more of an effort to read it. I got to pay special attention and use certain strategies. You know what reading strategies are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you tell me what they are?
I know they are, but I don't
While
know.
you gaze at yourself in the camera. Okay, I know they're hard to define. Can you give me an example of one?
Context clues.
Context clues. What's that mean?
That means using words around it to predict what it means. Predict what a word means.
That's some of it. Yeah, you're right. Is there anything else you do while you're reading to make sure that you understand what you're reading? Besides using context clues?
You look at the title.
Oh, so we're talking about the text structure. So yeah, we can look at the title. That'll help us figure it out. What else?
You skim through it.
Skim through it? What does that mean to skim through something?
Like you fastly read through the paragraph and see if something sounds important.
Sounds like it's something you're looking for? Yeah. What part do you usually read when you're skimming?
At least the first paragraph or the second.
Because when I skim, I like to read like the first sentence in each paragraph. Why would I read the first sentence?
It will catch your eye.
To see what catches my eye. And sometimes the first sentence can be like the main idea of that paragraph, right? Depending on the text, the type of text we're looking at, right? So what if you're reading the body? Because last time we talked about text structure, like the pictures, looking at captions, looking at bold words, the subtitles and titles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what about if you're reading, besides context clues, as you're reading the body of the passage, so as you're reading this part, what do you do if you get a little bit confused?
You look in the dictionary.
So you're thinking about words?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what if it's like the entire paragraph and you read it and you think you know all the words, you look up the words that you don't know and you're still not sure exactly what's going on in the paragraph. What do
you try to think about it, try to put in your own words.
Okay. Do you ever reread? Like read it more than once to see if you get it the second time? Yeah? Okay. When you're reading, do you ever think like questions in your head while you're reading? Like, why is this? Question yourself. Does that help you?
Something.
Do you ever make predictions? Like try to guess what's going to happen next or answer your questions?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
You do that all the time? Why didn't you mention that?
I didn't think of it.
You didn't think of it. Well, I'm glad that you do that all the time because that's what good readers do. They do it automatically. But sometimes when you're reading something that's a little more difficult, you have to stop and make yourself do that. So sometimes when I'm reading my homework assignments for this class that I'm doing this, sometimes I'm just not wanting to read and I have to force myself to read the paragraph over again and think about what I know already, like you said, and ask myself questions about it and how, to make myself remember it and to understand it. Okay, so we're going to practice doing that with this. And this article is a little bit higher than your reading level, so some of the words might be unknown, just a little bit. Okay, but I know you can do it, right? Okay? And it's about School of Hip Hop. So before we even start, we have to activate what we know. What's hip hop?
Are you asking?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, it's a style
A style
of life.
Style of life. Can you give me examples of
What?
hip hop within that style of life? So it's a music.
Yeah.
And
It's a culture. Yeah, it's a culture.
okay, well let's look at the title. School of Hip Hop. So if I replace hip hop with the word of culture, are they going to have a school of culture?
Good.
They could, I don't know. So what do you think? School of Hip Hop. What do you think this article is actually going to be about? Hip hop.
I mean, I did read this article before.
You did not.
I did.
When did you read it?
I read it.
Did you read for me
No.
during case management? No?
Oh yeah.
You did?
I did read it in case management. I did read it.
Okay, I'm turning it over. What did it say?
School of Hip Hop.
What about it?
It's a guy named DJ Freddy.
You remember his name? It is DJ Freddy.
He's a teacher at I think performing arts. And he's a rapper, of course. And the students invite him. That's all I remember.
That's all you remember? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and read it again since you can think of any more details. And our goal for today is to practice the reading strategies of questioning and predicting. Okay? So we'll stop every couple paragraphs. I'll tell you when to stop. And then I will show you how I would question at that point. But the question in your head might be a little bit different. And that's okay. And then as we stop, you're going to come up with questions and make predictions about what the rest of the story is going to be about. Or you can even connect it to your life. Okay? Okay, because it sounds like you've already read it one time. So I will let you read to me because I know you like to do that. Okay, go ahead.
St. Paul, Minnesota. DJ Freddy Fresh swap a Reynolds. Is that what it is?
You ever seen a vinyl record? You know what a vinyl record is? You've ever seen a big plastic record? Old school records that you put on a turntable and they spin around? Okay. Vinyl is just the material that they're made out of.
DJ Freddy Fresh slapped a vinyl record on a turntable, queued it up, and said to his student, remember, the top of the note was there, right? Grab it. The student placed his hand on the desk. Freddy Fresh set the tone on down on his record, rotating it on a second turntable. The DJ then started the first record, spinning and twiddled some knob as a beat traveled through the classroom. Bing, bing, boom, there it is. Freddy Fresh said, showing the student the exact beat on which to stop the record. Let's hear it. Scratch a little so we can hear the top of it. The student moved his hand back and forth to scratch the record before allowing it to rotate freely and continue playing.
Okay, stop. So now we'll talk about questioning and predicting. So the question that's in my head is that I'm wondering why it hasn't really told me what the article's about yet. So I know that in news articles, a lot of times they start with what the main idea or the topic of the article is, so that you can decide whether or not you want to read it, and so that you know what the purpose of the article is. But this information, does it tell us really what it's going to be about?
A little, yeah.
It does. How does it tell you?
Right here under the picture, in the picture, you can tell that he's a teacher right there, and he's teaching the students something. And right here under the picture, it says DJ Freddy is one of the teachers at a new program in hip hop music studies. So you know he is.
Oh, so you actually did the right thing and looked at the picture and looked at the caption, and I didn't do that, did I?
Yeah.
No. So I was stuck. I was like, I didn't know what this information is. So So there's a lot of dialogue here and people talking. So what purpose do you think this serves? So why did the author include this information instead of starting with the topic? The main idea.
To see how he interacts with students.
Why would he want to show you that?
The author.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It's important. Do you think it's a little bit interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think maybe that he added it so that people would be interested in the article and kind of give you perspective about what's going on before telling us exactly what the topic is?
Yeah.
Maybe. So, I think that there's going to be, my prediction is that there's going to be a lot of dialogue in the article. So they're going to refer to people actually at the school, because you said you thought it was a real school. And we do know that, because you referred to the caption, that it's a real school, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they had real school of hip hop. Did you? You did? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't really know anything about hip hop. Okay, go ahead.
Well,
Were it perfect?
Perfect. Freddie Fresh declared enthusiastically.
Enthusiastically. How do you do something enthusiastically?
Your own way?
That's a good guess. So I'll say perfect twice, and you tell me which one is enthusiastic. Perfect or perfect.
Second
one. Yeah. So he's saying perfect enthusiastically. He's excited.
Freddie Fresh has been a professional DJ since 1992. He is among the new teachers recruited by McNally Smith College of Music for a hip-hop study program. The school's officials say the program is the first in the nation. The 45-credit program began in September 2009. Officials hope to see its first students, 4 men and 2 women, graduate at a Kissimmee in the summer of 2010.
Okay, so my question here is going to be, I wonder if this is really a real college. And if it is, what type of program are they going to graduate with? So I have a teaching degree. What kind of degree are they going to get? A degree in hip hop?
Degree in music.
A degree in music. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you have any questions to put there? When you read that paragraph, did you think of any questions?
Where is McNally Scholar for Music?
Oh, where? Okay, that's a good question. Well, look up here.
Oh, yeah,
Where did the article come from? Minnesota, St. Paul. We don't know for sure that the college is there, but we could guess that somebody from that area wrote about the college. We don't know that though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, from here on, when I stop you, I'm not going to give you my question. You're going to give me your question, and then you're going to give me your prediction. So I haven't given my prediction yet. So they talk about the college, and they talk about the 45-credit program, and I'm wondering if it's a real college. I predict that they're going to give us more information about what actually makes a college, like what type of classes they take. What do you think? Do you think it'll talk about something else?
Maybe.
Do you have a better guess?
I think that you might get other teachers and to join you, kind of thing the way you teach.
Oh, so you think they're going to talk about teachers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Sophie Bright, the local MC, is the program coordinator. According to Wright, the program aims to teach all the roles in the hip-hop business. This includes that of promoter, rapper, and DJ. Courses include DJ technique in the language of rap and spoken word. The language of rap and spoken word 3. There are a variety of other classes on hip hop, business practices, music production, and history. The graduate students must also complete a record project and perform a live show. You do not have to be a great rapper to still receive a diploma, Wright said.
Okay. What question is in your head now?
How many people graduated from the college?
So you're still thinking about the previous paragraph, huh?
China.
Did you notice that they talked about a couple of the classes? Courses include DJ techniques and the language of rap and spoken word. What do you think? Do you think those would be interesting classes?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's DJ techniques, do you think?
Your skills of DJ.
Like skills of DJ? So when I read that paragraph, I thought, I wonder what DJ techniques are, because I don't know as much about hip hop as you do.
Hip hop.
Yeah. Hip hop. Are you correcting me?
You said hip hop.
You're making fun of my speech impediment. No, you're not. You're just helping me out.
I'm just helping you out.
Okay.
Do I get a cookie for this?
Did you get a cookie?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Do you want a cookie? Yeah. You knew they were in my cabinet, didn't you? The language of rap and spoken word 3. What do you think that class is about?
How people should speak and rap.
How they should speak and rap? Is there like a certain way of speaking while you're rapping, or?
Yeah, because some people don't like the way people rap sometimes.
Do you think they have a whole class on it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
The way how you should handle yourself.
Okay. I don't think you gave me your prediction yet.
Yeah,
so based on, that's true, I didn't. So based on what we read in that paragraph where they're talking about the types of classes that they would offer, what do you think the prediction's going to be? What do you think the next couple articles are going to be about?
The next article?
I'm sorry, the next paragraph.
Oh, next paragraph.
Mm-hmm. No?
Maybe you might bring another teacher in.
So you think they're still going to talk about teachers?
Yeah, I think he might introduce another teacher.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Good. College classes on the language of hip hop and how to use turntables to make the popular music are nothing new. I gotta read that again.
Okay.
College classes on the language of hip hop and how to use turntables to make the popular music are nothing new. The University of Wisconsin recently hosted a semester-long lecture series on hip hop. In October 2009, Boston Berklee College of Music held its annual conference to discuss the business of hip hop. The school has also been visited by pioneer hip hop DJ Grandmaster Flash and rapper Chuck D.
Okay. So after reading that paragraph, while reading that paragraph, did you think of any questions in your head?
Is Grandmaster Flash and Chuck D like together as a group with Freddie Fresh?
Okay. What prediction do you make about that paragraph after that paragraph?
I think they will be talking about their history together and what they did with their hip hop career. Maybe.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Buck McNally is the first to offer a full 45 credit program on the business and history of hip hop and how to become a DJ or rapper. Officials at the private college say the urban culture of rap has become a dominant commercial force and deserves serious study. According to McNally's president, Harry Chambers?
Looks like Chambers, yeah. Chalmers.
Harry Chalmers rapping. Though it may sound spontaneous.
That's really close. Spontaneous.
Requires a great skill. The best rap is fine art. It is poetry. It is music. It is rhythm. It is color. It is living history. It's significant work. None of that is easy. Chandler said. Professionals in the hip hop business say they could have used formal training when they were learning to rap. One of those is Margaret Warner. Warner. Warner performs with a hip hop group called Doomtree. Warner admits that she learned to rap thanks to skill, coaching, and relentless determination.
Okay, do you have a question there?
No, nothing.
Nothing at all? Nothing came into your head? They gave a lot of information. They talked about the significance of hip hop. They talked more about the type of classes they were going to offer, like business and history. Because I was thinking, wow, I didn't know that hip hop was so popular that it would think it was a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they start talking about some professionals who actually say formal training would have helped them. What do they mean by formal training?
Maybe future training, maybe. I don't know.
You're in formal education right now, going to high school. So what would formal training be for grown-ups?
Oh, yeah.
Another one? No, just leave it alone. So if high school is your formal training, it's your formal training for academics, so that you're successful as a young adult. What is the adult formal training?
Training of life.
Well, part of it would be that.
Of business.
There could be formal training in business.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the equivalent of adult high school?
College.
Yeah. So you think maybe they're talking about professional hip hop business would say that they wanted formal training, like a college degree or a college class to help them do better? You didn't come up with any questions about that? Okay. Let's read the rest, because we're almost out of time, huh?
I did not. I did a lot of my learning in a fiesta. While one of the guys who was teaching me to rap was pounding on the hood of the car, he goes, "Nope, you are not eating it." And I continued to rap and rap and rap and rap until I got it right. Warner said, MSCM invited her to become an instructor in the hip hop program. Students say they appreciate the opportunity to learn from established DJs and rappers such as Freddie Fresh and Warner. What I like most about the program is there are actually artists teaching us, said Tim Warner, 19. Warner came to MSCM to learn studio program production and improve his MC skills. They know what they're talking about because they've done it.
Okay. So we'll stop there. The last one is just a little bit of dialogue about one of their students. I think we've stopped there because that's going to run. I want to finish this up. So do you have any questions about that last part? If any questions fill your mind.
Did they graduate from McNally?
Who's they?
Warner, Master Flash, and DJ Freddie.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think they did. I think Freddie Fresh did actually. Because Freddie Fresh still goes there, so he got attached to it and wanted to help people.
So do you think he's there as a teacher or there as a student?
As a teacher.
As a teacher. Okay.
He was there as a student. I think that much.
So you predict that he got a job there?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, did you learn anything new after reading this article the second time?
That McNally is a student. Yeah.
So you knew the name? You know the name now?
Yes, because he said it. McNally.
Do you remember any other details?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nothing that I learned.
Oh, no. So nothing new. So tell me what McNally is. Tell me what the main idea of the whole story is.
It's a school to help out people who want to be rappers and be a part of hip hop to tell them how about the business, basically.
Okay. Do you think that's something you would like to do?
McNally, go to McNally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to go there
Why?
because I'm an artist myself and I might need help with the hip hop. I need help with the business of hip hop.
Okay. So if we read another article about hip hop, what type of article do you think would be most helpful to your career?
What article I know?
Well, not an article you know. What kind of article would you want to see that would help you with your career? The wasp is fine. He's going to buzz around up there. Look over
I don't
here.
want him to come
He's not going to come near you.
He's right there.
Okay. Cortez, you don't look like a flower.
What was the question again?
If I picked another article, what type of article, what information do you think would be important in that article to help your future career?
Maybe anything about hip hop?
Anything at all? So hip hop clothing?
Yeah, that would help too.
You think it would help how?
Because people just judge on your clothes, on your style before you even rap.
Really?
Yes, sometimes people do that.
So how would they judge how you're dressed right now?
They probably won't even think that I'm a rapper.
Really? You're not dressing rap style? How are you dressing?
I'm just like me.
Like you. So you have to dress like somebody else when you're rapping? You're freaking me out looking up there. You have to dress like somebody else?
No, I just don't kind of look like a rapper right now.
What does a rapper look like?
Probably with gold chains, grills, earrings.
And is that a look that you like, that you want to emulate?
No, I don't like to dress like myself. I don't want to be like rapper guy. So
Maybe you can take it in a new direction.
maybe
The natural rap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, we still have the vocabulary to work on, which we're going to talk about context clues. And we have a writing assignment, but we won't be able to finish it because the bell's about to ring.
Yeah.
So we will read through this article again next time we meet.
This article?
One more time, just so we can talk about the vocab. There's a few vocab words and we're going to practice understanding the meaning of vocab based on context clues.
Okay.
And you told me you were an expert at that, right?
Or what?
Context clues.
I could be an expert.
Okay, well, we'll see if you are. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay.